So our first presenter is Adriana. Go ahead, Adriana.
So what I did this week was I made the flying puppy game. And so you press the start button to start, and you have the levels here, so you can pick which one. First level. So basically you have to fly the puppy to the finish flag, but you can't touch the clouds or else it'll just reset you. So you have to do that without touching the clouds, and when you hit the finals, you can go to level 2. And here you can't touch the dancers, the skates, or the clouds. And you have these controls to control where you go to not do that. I don't think I'll be doing that because it takes a little while to pass every level. So then you go here. And third level, you can also press the home button to go back to the main page. Here you can't touch the ice cream cones. So, and then you finish the game.
Well done. So, and this, it looks like to me, how many different features did you get added in? Any guesses? What are some of the different things that you did?
Like different codes to
Yeah.
the kill.
How many different procedures would you say?
Well, I actually had to make another procedure tab because the first one was full.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Beautiful. Well done, Adriana. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And our next presenter is Alexis. Take it away, Alexis.
Okay, so I have 3 different routes here that you can take. So each button makes the person move a different way. So the goal is to get the person to collect the mask, the gloves, and the hand sanitizer without touching any other people. So the first one, but then it hits people, so we have to try a different one. So we'll try the third one. Hits a different group of people, so the second route was the right one.
Wow. Very neat. And the name of your game, I see the title there, but just so that people can identify it, what's the name of your game?
I just called it the COVID-19 game because I didn't have any other name.
Beautiful. And we can see your procedures on the left-hand side there, but how many different procedures did you use in this?
Well, I have them for the buttons. There's about 50 lines there.
Nicely done. And I think, and you definitely got 2 pages there, and you were able to jump, once you completed the first page, it automatically jumped to the second page I saw.
Yeah. I pressed the next button.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Alexis.
No problem.
So our third presenter is Bella. Take it away, Bella.
So I made this game called the Cat Game, and it's literally pages of tests. There's not too many. So the first test is get to the next page, and there's a button that we need to press, but we don't know what button it is. So this one has a fail song. So I'm only giving a small start to that song because it's sort of long. But then we have this. The turtle brings you to a secret page. It is all cats, and we have to find the way back. So the next test is literally find the button, which is right there. And it's annoying because I can't press it. I need to make it a small bit bigger. But if that's not going to work, I'm just going to go here And then if you press the wrong button, it will bring you to the fail page and you have to restart. And this is probably my favorite one. So if you click on the animals, they will move. You have to make the cat get them all. If the cat gets them all, you get to go to the next page. You have to click the next button to get to the next page. So stop, reset all, and then to the next page. And this is like just the button. You have to find it. And if you click this cat, it will bring you to the secret page. And this cat brings you to the final page, and this is just the ending. So it's thank you so much for playing the cat game and stuff like that. It was inspired by Warriors, which is a cat series, and that's the main cat. But yeah, that's my presentation.
Very well done, Bella. And I certainly saw a lot of different features at play here. So what were some of the features you were able to put in your procedures that you had to create?
Well, there was for sure a lot, like, so on this page, there was this. This was sort of hard.
Add some music in, yeah.
I had to download everything that I put in here, so it was sort of annoying. But it's good because I got that. That's
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had to make cats teleportation buttons, a turtle that nobody would ever think to click, a secret page button. And
Very good. Very good. Well done, Bella. Thank you very much. And our next presenter is Charlotte. Go ahead.
Thank you. So I did my page on quarantine time, so things for teens to do in quarantine as a sort of, inspirational thing. So I have been playing music here. And then you can go to the next page. So quarantine is a great opportunity to try new things as you have more time to develop your interests and skills. So I made a list of things that you can do in quarantine. So if you click this, then you can have your info box, which is, so the first one is baking. So it's a really popular activity to do during quarantine. It's really exciting, get creative, make tasty treats from scratch. So I post a few links to Townsend's channel on YouTube. It has some of the oldest recipes in the world, including an apple pie recipe from the 18th century and tutorial on candy making in early America. So that was really cool because it's a new take on baking. So like here you make from lime peels. It shows in the 18th century they made lime peels, they boiled them and then they added sugar to them, and then it made like sort of what the modern day gummies were. So I thought that was really cool. And then you can do exercise and yoga, and there's some links here, and reading. So you can have like, books, graphic novels, comics, or even magazines. And here's, so there's some of my favorite books, Six of Crows series. So yeah, so I have a list of different things to do. So you can coding like what we're doing now, and talking to your friends virtually. Yeah, so I just made a bunch of those. Keep on going, and here's what the vocals class at my school did to sing and connect. So like a lot of bands have composed songs together online, so the vocals class at my school connected through Zoom, like we are now, and they sang songs together from The Greatest Showman. So the link is right here. So that was them, they were singing, so that was really cool. So I decided to share that and add that as one of the things that people can do. And yeah, so that's really cool. And then you can do a list for things to do after quarantine, because it won't last forever. And then play it safe. So you might not think that you're at risk of being seriously affected by COVID-19, but you can still be a carrier and spread the virus to other people who are more susceptible to this disease. So it's why important to follow proper procedures. And here I have a message thanking the frontline workers. So yeah, and then when you click the doctor here, it takes you to this little animation. So if you press the play button, he comes here, and yeah, you can hit refresh, and every time you hit him, he moves. So once he gets here, so it says always remember to wear a mask when you're in public. Then you click him again, and it says always remember to wash your hands when you come in and sanitize the surfaces of objects that you frequently touch, like your phone. And then you click him again, and he comes to the last one, which is always keep a distance of 6 meters between you and another person. So you click in, reset, refresh, and then you can go to the next page, which is the last page. So it's just a little thing saying have fun and stay safe. And here's the buttons. You can go to the previous page, or you can go back to the animation if you want to, and then you can go home. So yeah, that's my project.
Thank you very much, Charlotte. I love the fact that you initially, when I saw the quarantine, I thought maybe you had misspelled it till I figured out that you were playing with the two words of quarantine and teenager, I guess. So very, very nice.
Thank you.
I know also Kamiko would be very impressed with your presentation. I know that she really sees Lynx Coding as almost being similar to slides, Google Slides, and a presentation form, which is exactly what you did. Very well done. Thank you. So our next presenter is Bilal. Bilal, go ahead.
My project is called Pandemic 2020. For my project, I looked at the 2020 pandemic and how it's affected kids my age. I had some last minute issues saving my work, so I will tell you what I wanted to present. Page 1 is my title page. I added a full background. For some interest, I added a dog chasing a cat across the screen. Page 2, I listed some of the changes that have happened because of the pandemic and that have impacted me and my peers. I wanted to add background music to this page. On page 3, I made a statement about how some young people are finding this time challenging. For some interest, I added images of young people moving along the bottom. On page 4, I listed some ideas on how young people can cope with change. I added a rainbow and listed the ideas on the rainbow. I wanted to add background music to the slide. On page 5, I added the strategies that I used to cope during the pandemic. I exercised and ate well. I made sure to have a good night's sleep. I connected with friends online, and I talked to an adult when I needed. I wanted to add a feature where the images would pop up when a button was clicked, but I could not figure out how to do it. Finally, on the last page, I wanted to add a game where the object of the game was clicked and all the bad haptites would reveal only good haptites. The remaining image would reveal a check mark. Thank you.
Well done, Bilal. I'm so impressed with, first of all the different pages that you have here, to be able to create the movement that you did, to get all those different features added in there. Really well done. Thank you very much. And our next presenter is Hope. Go ahead, Hope.
So I kind of wanted to do mine sort of around the world in a way. So like it's kind of like on everything. So I sort of did for this one was I did this is how our reality is with like COVID and then we having to wear masks. And then I'm a big sports person and I love playing hockey, and right now everything's like changing. So like for hockey, the NHL players, they're in like this space now called like a bubble. So I was kind of representing this. So they're all in one area together and they have to be separated from their families. For this, I wanted to sort of be like, we want to crush this virus together, so we all have to work together by wearing masks so we can protect not only ourselves, but everyone else around us. And I just wanted to make a little thing for the frontline workers because they're working really hard and they're trying to get a vaccine for us, and they're like testing everyone, keeping everyone healthy and safe. And what I wanted to do last was say that we are trying to find a vaccine so that we can all have a cure and we can try to get back to as normal as a life as we were living. Thank you.
Well done, Hope. Thank you very much for this. I really love the symbolism and imagery that you used with your presentation. That the bubble that you had for the NHL players was a really unique and different way of expressing it. Nicely done. And our next presenter is Johanna. Go ahead.
I made it like kind of a quiz about what life is like before and after COVID-19. So this is kind of like a homepage, and this button will
Before and after COVID-19 by Johanna Clifton.
This button will say the words on the screen. And this is the introduction to my game. It says like what the game is and what's it about, and we have the same buttons that'll say the words.
COVID-19 has changed the world a lot.
This is like the quiz part. So if I press the wrong button,
Incorrect.
it'll do that, but if I press the right button,
Correct.
it'll take me to the next page.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
And this is kind of the end page, like the last. So it says congratulations. This button will take us back to the start. And I have these links. Like these links will take you to like where I got like my clip art and my information. So that's now. And yeah. And then this button just takes back to the start. Thanks.
Very nicely done, Johanna. I think that's our first presentation where we're able to kind of incorporate the speech, the text to speech into this. I think I would hope that you see that this could be a really unique way of doing a presentation other than Google Slides in the future, eh? Wonderful. Thank you very much, Johanna. So our next presenter is Kate. Go ahead.
So this is the home page. You can choose to go to the skit, the game, or you can learn more information about the murder hornets. So let's go to the skit. And that is my accurate representation of 2020. Or you can go home and you can do the game. These areas you move, with these buttons you move the character and you have to try to kill all the murder hornets. And when you do, you get a big winner sign. Or you can reset and they'll all go into different places every time that you reset. And for the information, there is a lot of information, so art information and stuff. So yeah, that's my thing.
Nicely done, Kate. I love the fact that you really have almost 3 different presentations put into one with all the different options that you have there. Well done.
Thank you.
And our next presenter is Molly. Go ahead, Molly.
So I basically just made a little, it's not really a game, but it's kind of like, so you would go to this, and then you get to pick whichever animal you'd like, and basically you can make them talk, and you can make them move. And then for dolphin, we have 2 options, and it's jumping and rolling. So if you go to dog, you can make it bark, make it run, stop, and then you can make it restart. And yeah, same with all the other ones. And then for dolphin, when you go here, you can return to the page. Or when you're on one of these, you can go to options or return to the page. And I couldn't find noises for the turtle or dolphin, so I just used like bubble sounds and splash sounds for the water. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
This is really well done, Molly. The thing that really jumps out at me is your labeling is done really well. Like you kept it really succinct, very short, very easy to understand. I can really see this activity as being something that like a kindergarten student or a grade 1 or grade 2 would very much enjoy doing, because this would be something that they could do on their own. Well done, Molly.
Thanks.
So our next presenter is Talia. Go ahead.
So I made something about 2020, and you can go on Australian fires, and you're trying to put out all the fires and save all the animals. And they'll say thank you for saving us. And then if you want to reset, you press the reset button. And if you want to go back, you press the go back button. That's all I have.
This is really well done. Thank you very much, Talia. I really appreciate the fact, I'm not sure how many people even know about the Australian fires that are going on here. So even to bring attention to that is very cool. And again, you've got lots and lots of different features here. You got your buckets moving, you got your different animals, you got your different imagery, you got your different buttons. Well done, Talia. And our next presenter at this point is Sarah. Go ahead.
Hi. So recently in quarantine, my parents got us Disney Plus, and I have been obsessed with Hamilton. I had never even heard of Hamilton before, but now I love it. So I just made a couple of little just pictures and stuff just of Hamilton scenes. So this is just the three sisters. It doesn't really do anything. But then in this picture, you can tap on this girl, Eliza, to make her walk around, and then you tap her to stop. Same for Angelica here. And I have a little bit of writing at the top, just like from lines and stuff from Hamilton. And that's pretty much it. But just made a little Hamilton scene, I guess.
Nicely done, Sarah. We, again, I love the fact that you were able to get the different imagery in there. You were able to figure out the different text boxes. The big one, creating that movement, creating those buttons, that's difficult. And I think everybody here on the line today knows just how difficult that is. So well done.
Thank you.
And our next presenter is Hailey. Go ahead.
So in this game, I was trying to show that during COVID-19, you needed different things for school. So if you go to the next page, then it will tell you what you need to collect. So you'll collect it. And then when you go to the next page, there'll be a different activity. And then it says, yeah, you did it. You got your first item. And then on the next page, it says, oh, the map has ripped. Can you solve the puzzle so I can get to school? So you have to solve the puzzles and put them in order. So that way on the next page, you would get a bonus item for solving the puzzles. And then you would have to get, if you go to the next page, you would
This is where I would put the items into the box, okay?
yeah, so you put the items into the box. You have to find those two items. You put them in the box.
Very cool.
And then you would go, when you go to the next page, you would go into the school by pressing the go button. And then you get a surprise for getting to school, for doing all the things for school.
Perfect.
And then it says, yeah, you helped your bee get to school, and you have a really nice party background in the back.
And that looks like that brings us to the end of our presentation. Well done, Hailey. I very much, again, lots and lots of different features here, lots of different elements to this. Love the color, like you said, especially the party celebration here at the end. Well done.
Thank you.
So our next presenter is Moyo. Go ahead, Moyo.
Okay, so this was my trivia. I did it because during COVID or quarantine, I always wanted to know answering questions. So I didn't do anything related to that, but I did trivia. So the questions that you'll see are probably about singers and that stuff because that's what I mostly listen to during quarantine. So, okay, press button, it says next page. Oh, the 9 questions. Do we go through all of them? There's all these songs, and then if you go to the next page, there's 9 in all, and then there's a little button on the right. It says answers, so if you get it right, then you can tell if you little number the word that's under the thing as answer. It'll flip it, and you can see the right answer. So that's what I did.
Question number 3. So Moyo, can you share with us who would the answer for question number 3 be? Well done, Moyo. So again, you can see that Moyo was able to do this almost similar to a Kahoot game, where it's more of a presentation style, and you can create just a trivia game that you're answering almost like a top 10 quiz type thing. Nicely done.